Coming up, Jennifer Malusian, a teacher at Monitor Elementary, received the Bessie B. Moore Award for her passion in economics and teaching her students. We go in depth to see how this award stands out in the state of Arkansas. Plus, we started the 2018-2019 school year off with a lot of fun at the All Rest Ballpark. We had live performances, fun activities, and community bonding. And I bet you've never seen anything like this. Our own superintendent, Dr. Jim Rollins, is featured in an episode of Game of Groans. Hello everyone, I'm Dane Myron.
And I'm Brian Moran. Today is September 21st, 2018. Thank you for tuning into our first episode of 2018-2019 school year.
For our top story, Monitor Elementary's Jennifer Malusian, a gifted and talented teacher, had a ceremony in her honor and was announced as a Bessie B. Moore Award winner for teaching economics. Let's take a look.
We host a competition every year for teachers, and teachers send creative projects that they've done in their classroom, and our judges select the best of the best in the state. Jennifer Malusian is representing the Springdale School District and one of only 8 projects in the entire state to be selected.
Well, this was the Bessie B. Moore Award for Economics Curriculum Writing, and I had written this and turned it in back in the summer, and was honored to have been one of the 8 that was selected to win the prize, and so I actually won $1,000, so it's pretty exciting. Well, economics to me is the real world, and I feel like everything that we do can be involved with economics, and I want our kids to understand the importance of it from kindergarten. It's great to be acknowledged when you've put the time into something, and so it really means a lot for somebody to say, hey, we like this, so that was really good.
Only 8 to 12 winners are announced annually in Arkansas, so congrats Jennifer Malusian and Monitor Elementary.
For our next segment, we get a rare look at the side of the Springdale School District administrators that not many students get to see. Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins brought all the principals to the Springdale school systems together and put them to the test.
I am not going to laugh.
What is an astronaut's favorite place on a computer? The space bar.
I laughed.
Well, my expectations going in, I knew the jokes were going to be really good, that he always pulls out his very best material.
I just wrote a book on reverse psychology. Don't read it. What do you do to keep a bull from charging?
Get out of the way.
You cancel its credit card. What did the nut say while chasing the other nut?
I have no idea.
I'm a cashier. What do you find in an empty nose?
I don't know.
Fingerprints. What lights up a soccer game?
I don't know.
A soccer match. Why do cows wear bells? You gotta think about it. Why do cows wear bells? Anything?
Got nothing.
Because their horns don't work. No, it didn't go for it, huh? Okay. Okay.
Man, that was crazy.
Well, I was hopeful that I would know a few answers to some of the jokes. I love really bad jokes, and they were really bad jokes.
I wrote a song about a tortilla. Well, actually, it's more a rap.
That was good too.
What did Dr. Dre say when 50 Cent gave him a sweater?
Oh, I don't know.
Gee, you knit? I don't know. What did the leaves name their son?
I've never found Dr. Rollins funny, and so I think that I'm probably not going to laugh.
Russell.
But I laughed anyways, because laughing was what would get me out of there sooner.
What did the dentist give to the marching band?
What?
What did the dentist give to the marching band?
What did the dentist give to the marching band?
A tube of paste.
Dr. Rollins isn't funny.
What is the rapper's favorite toy?
What?
A yo-yo.
All right.
Gather yourself.
I am.
Oh, I think I'm going to dominate. I've been preparing for this moment for weeks.
3, 2, 1, stare.
I think this is going to be the best experience of my life.
Best ever?
All right, I'm ready.
Why does the pirate wear camouflage underwear?
I don't know.
To hide his booty.
Of course. He said booty.
Good job, Michael.
All right. It was the best experience of my life.
Well, you know, I have a lot of respect for Dr. Rollins.
Thank you. Thank you, so good.
He's a very serious man, and he takes his work very seriously.
All right. Boy, these are really
And to see
good.
that side of him was super fun.
Bye. You gone, kid?
I'm gone.
You know, having Dr. Rollins try to make me laugh, I think it was the best experience of my life.
What do you call it? Dog magician?
I don't know what.
I don't either. I can't read this one. Simcoe, are you practicing? More background noise, please. Stretch on that.
I think that was
She's out of here.
I think that was a tie. That was a tie.
Wrap it up. 1, 2, 3. Audience didn't get it. They did not get it. What, who's D? D-R-E. Is that Drew? Or?
Dr. Dre.
Thank you,
Love
Martin.
those jokes.
This is the second year that our superintendent has produced a hilarious back-to-school video. Check out these fun videos and much more on the Springdale Schools YouTube channel.
And now it's time for our news around the district.
Hi, I'm Dane Meyer, and this is News Around the District. Springdale School District has 4 National Merit semifinalists. Austin Todd from HAR-BER, he plans to major in engineering in college and is looking at the University of Arkansas, Washington, or Vanderbilt. Jackson Black from HAR-BER as well, He plans to major in nuclear engineering and is aiming for Texas A&M, MIT, or Hendrix. Chloe Bowen of Springdale High plans to go into civil engineering or mechanical engineering and is aiming towards the University of Arkansas, Notre Dame, or Vanderbilt. And Soja Swagel of HAR-BER High scored a 36 on the ACT while he was a sophomore and hopes to attend Brown University and major in cognitive science. 13 of Springdale School's teachers were honored at the September school board meeting for showing growth in ACT Aspire scores. The East teacher at Shaw Elementary, Sylvia Hernandez, was named the Air Force Association Arkansas's Teacher of the Year for her STEM work. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Have you ever played tic-tac-toe with a rooster? If not, you missed Health and Fitness Night at Tyson Middle School. It was an amazing experience for those who participated. Parents were also introduced to Tyson's athletic team. For more news around the district, visit our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Coming up after the break, a recap of the back-to-school rally at Arvest Ballpark. Over 4,000 Springdale residents attended, and SDTV covered the story.
Springdale Public Schools are connecting students to
student achievement,
safety, personalized teaching,
partnerships.
Springdale School District presents Springdale Reads, a grade-by-grade reading initiative to get all Springdale School students reading on grade level by 3rd grade. The project is focusing less on reading instruction and more on actual reading. Students are given 40 to 60 minutes a day set aside just for reading. All throughout the district, it has become a priority for its young students to find the fun in reading.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as Arvest.
Arvest Bank, our customers say it best.
Welcome back. Staff, students, and families from Springdale schools attended the back-to-school rally at Arvest Ballpark on Wednesday, August 22nd. We came together to showcase programs and partnerships, and of course to prepare for the new school year.
Great performance and a winning game is just the right way to welcome students and teachers back for a new school year.
Brian, you were there and covered the story. What did you think of the back-to-school rally?
It was great. We were all exhausted after filming all day.
Let's take a look at the story your team put together.
The Springdale schools host a back-to-school rally at Arvest Ballpark.
Well, my daughter goes to George Elementary and she's really excited about this program and being able to do fun things on a school night.
And it was packed with students, parents, and members of the community.
It's being together as a school community, taking the time to be part of these things and showing appreciation for people that put them together.
Over 4,000 people entered the natural stadium to interact with 40-plus booths showcasing to Springdale Public Schools.
We're excited for a new school year and for all the opportunities that she has at school.
Representatives from nearly every school were present at the back-to-school rally, including choir, cheerleading, band, and fun interactive games. For Springdale Today, I'm Brian Izquierdo.
The rally at Arvest Ballpark hosted over 40 booths showcasing Springdale schools and the community in our city. Mariah and Martha bring us this story from some of these booths.
Well, this is a fun day for Springdale schools, a time where we can come together as a family, all of the schools within the district, and showcase the great things that happen within each of the schools. It's been fun to see the band and the choir and our students perform, recognize all the academics they do, and it's been a lot of fun to celebrate.
I think it's nice to walk around and see other students get really involved in what's going on, you know, what's new, what we're going to do next year, how we're going to make the world a better place. My favorite part would be teaching people what we do here, showing people that we're not just a school here for a little bit, we're going to make an impact and it's going to change the world forever. Today our school has a booth that we have designed to showcase and bring in other students so that they can experience all the technology and all that we have to offer here at our school.
The beauty of Northwest Arkansas, Springdale, is just the great community partners, the great support that we have with our parents, and we all come together to support our students, and really that's what it's all about. And so we're just so blessed in our community to have the support of our families, the support of our businesses, and it makes Springdale the place to be.
It's really nice because, you know, you get to see all the Springdale public schools come together. You get to see the best of what Springdale has to offer.
It was fascinating to see Springdale High School and HAR-BER High School performing together as one at the rally. It was an event for the whole community and a great way to start the new year.
Coming up after the break, Dr. Jim Brown joins us in the studio.
Get your child ready for grade school with pre-K in Springdale schools. Affordable costs, create friendships, and get a head start on education. You can enroll your child at Springdale School's webpage by August 1st, 2018. You can also contact us at 479-750-8889. Springdale School's pre-K program, a second home for your child to get the education they need.
Follow Springdale Public Schools on all social media platforms. On Facebook and Twitter, you can find up-to-date information about events, school closures, and student and faculty achievements. Instagram provides weekly highlights and major news. YouTube is the home for sports live streams, district news, student productions, school board meetings, and live performances. Connect to Springdale Public Schools for pictures, videos, news, events, and more.
Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins sat down with Rick Schaefer, the Director of Communications, to discuss the student health, competition, and new athletic facilities. Here's a discussion.
Welcome to another visit with Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins. And Dr. Rollins, you talked about how well the school year started. We kind of talked about that last time, but you've been in some schools now and you're seeing some happy faces.
I had such a great experience this morning. I was visiting one of our schools, an early morning experience, just as the kids were arriving. And that in itself is always inspiring to me. Today was particularly outstanding, really. I had this wall of kids coming down the hall toward me, and I just observed them, laughing, talking, having fun. As teachers greeted them, you could see there was a relationship between those kids and their teachers, and they were really focused on having a great day at school. From a superintendent's perspective, Rick, it doesn't get any better than that. And we have 31 great schools. That experience plays out every time I visit in the schools. So thank you for giving me an opportunity to share that with our audience this morning.
In Springdale, you talk about the whole child, the wellness of the whole child, and emotional well-being is a major part of that. And when you walk into those schools and you see kids who are happy, they know they're getting a good lunch, they know they're getting attention from their teachers, that's a major part of being a whole child.
Well, it sure is. And I don't know who of us ever thought that learning couldn't be fun. We ought to put a big banner up there and wear it every day. Kids learn when they're having fun and when they're enjoying each other and sharing experiences. And with all the technology that's available today, they're creating project after project after project. They're caught up in that. They're connected to the learning. You know, that's what school's all about.
Well, you could go to several of the schools that have robotics teams, and they're there at night. They don't have to be there at night, but they're there at night because it's just what you were talking about. They're so excited about what they are doing that they want to be there.
Yeah, you know, that is so true, and especially when those creative juices are flowing and they're designing projects for competition. These Springdale kids love to compete, and that applies in the classroom, in our arts arenas, in the athletic competition. Springdale kids love to compete. Well, I'll tell you, who else loves to compete? Our teachers, our principals, the superintendent loves to compete. Our families love to compete. So yes, that's a powerful part, again, of what school's all about. And really, it's probably at the point where learning is at its peak.
Well, and again, in the wholeness of the child, you mentioned athletics, and we can talk about physical well-being. Last week we had the opportunity to see a new trail open behind J.B. Hunt Elementary. It connects with the Razorback Greenway. Physical well-being is a major part of our district.
The whole child approach is part and parcel to our Springdale school system. You want kids making good decisions. You want kids making good choices about lifestyles, their food choices, their friends, and that just goes on and on. The Blue and You campaign that we just celebrated is a tremendous example of partnerships that make our school work. Blue Cross Blue Shield, the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Foundation, a great partner with Hunt Elementary School on this particular project. But again, our coordinated school health program, Mary Miller, who leads that program, built a relationship with Blue Cross Blue Shield, thus was a candidate for the Blue and You Foundation. And now we're seeing that partnership play out in the form of a new track at the school. Again, healthy kids, making good choices, the family coming and using those facilities over time. That just is symbolic of what makes our school system work. And not only was Blue Cross Blue Shield a great partner, our city was a great partner. As they came in and helped us use the grant funds that were generated in terms of actually constructing the track itself. So partnerships allow you to use your resources in a way that really makes a difference in the lives of kids, frankly in the lives of families, and on the whole in the life of our community. So a great example of partnership, a great example of really making strategic moves that help our kids be healthier, and healthier kids are just better learners. So it all works together beautifully.
You touched on something I think we ought to go a little bit further on, is the community is welcome to use those facilities as well when the kids aren't actually using it for class. That involves a much larger group, whether it's their parents or even members of the community, and also the fact that connects with the Greenway is a pretty big deal.
Well, it is. You know, Miss Jones, Burtis Jones, was such an inspiration to all of us. And she used to use the term, as she talked about schools, schools ought to be the gathering place in your community. You see evidence of that when you talk about facilities like the new track. Parents, partnerships, working together with our teachers and principals to really make school an exciting place for all kids. And I think of no better example of that than the city of Springdale and the Springdale school system opening the doors where families can come in and be a part of those experiences together.
Let's talk about one more facility before we conclude today. You've got baseball and softball facilities that you're very proud of, that it looks like now Springdale High School and HAR-BER High School will actually be able to play on campus.
Yes, that's our plan. The facility is emerging beautifully. We have had, because of the great work of really parents in the HAR-BER area over time, for a long time, we've had baseball at HAR-BER, and the district joined arms with them. We now have softball at HAR-BER. In the last year, we've been able to bring those facilities forward at Springdale High School. So my hope in the spring, when these seasonal sports come forward, these kids will have the opportunity to play their games on campus. And that's a really big thing, and you kind of had to grow into that over time. We were so appreciative, so honored that our city allowed us to use city facilities over time. But there's so much demand for city facilities today as the community has grown and the athletic programs community-wide have grown, that it's appropriate, I think, now to have facilities on campus where these kids can play. And so we're excited about that.
We're excited about a lot of things in the Springdale School District. We hope you enjoy these visits with Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, that's all the time we have this week. Thank you for watching Springdale Today.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For Springdale Today, I'm Brian Moran.
And I'm Dane Myron. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good week.